Welcome back to Sacredtaropy, guys. Got my Bluetooth in, so hopefully the audio is gonna be good. Being called to look in this is that book that I was talking about, Don Miguel Ruiz. Yeah, The Circle of Fire. Mm. Yeah, I've been called to read this. I had to find it though. Self love is something completely different from selfishness. Selfishness says, if you love me, you have to put up with all my emotional garbage. You have to put up with my anger, my judgments, and never leave me. To tell others that you love them and then to abuse them is not love, it is selfishness. How can I love you and abuse you at the same time? For me to keep you, even if I'm abusing you, is selfishness, not love. Self love gives you the power to break all the lies you were programmed to believe. Lies that say, I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not strong enough, I can't make it. With self love, you are no longer afraid to face responsibilities in your life, to face problems and resolve them as soon as they arise. Why? Because you can trust yourself completely to make choices that support you, and you never set up circumstances that go against you. With self love, you enjoy your own presence. You enjoy what you see every time you look in the mirror, and the big smile on your face enhances your inner and outer beauty. With self love, you don't have to follow a false image of perfection or try to prove that you are good enough for love. When you have self love, you no longer live your life according to other people's opinions. You don't need other people to accept you or tell you how good you are because you know what you are. With self love, you aren't afraid to share your love because your heart is completely open. Today can be the day when you experience the beauty of yourself. Today can be the day when you reconnect with your own spirit and express all the love in your heart. Focus your attention on what you are feeling in this moment. Feel the desire to be alive, the desire for love and joy, the desire to create something wonderful to share with others. The biggest mission you have is to make yourself happy and to share your love, your joy, and your happiness. Now let's have another communion of love with our Creator. Feel these words coming directly from your heart to the one who created you. And there's a prayer. There's a prayer for love. And I'm going to read it to you guys. So this is on from page 42 to page, if I finish reading this prayer, 46. Today, Lord, help me to accept myself the way I am, without judgment. Help me to accept my mind the way it is, with all my emotions, my hopes and dreams, and my unique personality. Help me to accept my body the way it is, with all its beauty and perfection. Today, Lord, clean my mind of emotional poison and self-judgment so that I can live in peace and love. Let the love for myself be so strong that I never again reject myself or sabotage my happiness and personal freedom. Let me love and accept myself without judgment, because when I judge myself, I find myself guilty and then need to punish myself. With the power of self love, let all my relationships be based on love and respect. Help me to let go of the need to tell others how to think or how to be. Let me accept the people I love just the way they are, without judgment. Because when I judge them and blame them, I find them guilty and want to punish them. Help me, Lord, to love everything you create with no conditions, because when I reject your creation, I reject you. Today, Lord, help me to start my life over with the power of self love. Help me to explore life, to take risks, and to love myself unconditionally. Let me open my heart to the love that is my birthright so that I can share my love wherever I go. Amen. Yeah. And it talks about honoring your physical body. But we're going to do the prayer for self love. Yeah. Because, I believe that today you can take a great step toward a return to love by healing your relationship with yourself. Love for yourself is the key to loving others. Love begins with you. When your relationship with yourself is based on love and respect, your relationship with everything in life will change, including your relationship with the people you love. It's on page 39. So, if you're new here, I'm Az, and we were just doing a little reading. Purpose of sacred therapy is to have a sacred therapy session with spirit, our guides, guardians, and angels. And I'm not letting anyone deter me from getting this reading out, okay? We're gonna get some card book cuts. Yeah, this is a shaman medicine deck. Shaman medicine deck. Yeah, we're gonna get some oracles from spirit. Hopefully just an oracle from spirit. Because spirit be trying to this one. Interesting spirit. Ooh. Ooh, these two is good. Okay. Okay. These is long though. So yes. We had to calm it down. Just like I did in this previous reading that I had posted. We're gonna shuffle. I'm gonna show you guys the cards. I'm gonna read y'all the meaning because I don't use this deck a lot in oracle decks. If you're new to tarot, oracle decks have lots of different meanings, okay? And it's important to really read what messages spirit has for you. Bones for casting divination. Yeah, so I feel like everybody getting tapped in. If you hear some background noise, it'll be okay. Yeah, my neighbors is having their old roommates move back in, but when it comes to discussing self-love with divination, it says you are being thrown a bone here. Ritual casting, cleromancy of crystals, beans, sticks, or bones, and the interpretation of omens have always been used by shamans to assist with changes and challenges. It is time to open your eyes to the world around you. Stop relying on modern technology to answer life's questions. The world of spirit asks you to train your awareness on the natural messages that are staring you in the face. The true art of divination comes from being aware of everything around you. Make it a habit to ask the spirits and forces of nature for the advice you seek. They will hear your call and respond, but you need to take notice. To fully hone your intuition and trust what you see, go outside and observe. Be noticing the natural signs and falling leaves, cloud formations, animals, and stone formations. You will grow more sensitive to every aspect of the natural world and its magic. Your senses will come alive. Throwing the bones is an ancient practice used by many diviners, herbalists, and spirit mediums throughout Africa, Asia, North America. Natural and man made objects such as bones, shells, nuts, coins, and stones can be used. Practitioners observe how and where the objects land, noting any patterns they form. The divining objects are kept in a basket, bowl, bag, or placed on an altar. These sacred tools are respected and honored in hoodoo practices and by root doctors of Southern America. Pay attention. The signs and messages you've been asking for are staring you in the face. Ask spirit and the forces of nature for advice and knowledge. Be observant. Trust your intuition. You already have the answers. Hone your divination skills and use them. Yeah, bones for casting speaks. Lots are cast. Now watch me land. Messages to understand. Signs in nature wait for you. Spirit shows you what is true. Yeah. So it is true that yeah, those other diviners, like in the other readers that I've been watching, been saying like people are gonna circle back around, people are going to come back around, they're going to and I talked about sometimes it's not that deep, like the chick I ran into at Waffle House is a server who we used to live in the same community, so I used to see her just kind of out and about and around the way. But for this, there's a lot of changes happening around this time of year. For some folks, it's like relationships ending. For some folks, the relationships are transitioning. I feel like a lot of relationships around the holidays, they tend to transition. My protein shake. Went on my walk. I need to do that. But yeah, this actually reminds me of my ruins. They were talking about stones because I used to cast ruins, and maybe I'll bring that back for the channel if you guys want to see that. So, because I still got some of my books and my old stuff. Casting ruins. It's a very personal. This type of like reading, this type of tapping in is very personal. Or it's between you and whomever you're casting for, or the reason why you are casting it. The intention behind it is good. Like, okay, vision. Vision quest, seek. So the time of abandoning. This is the bottom of the deck. Energy advice from the shamanic medicine deck. So we have tapping into your own internal gifts for divination. All my divine light workers, my divine beings, I feel like you guys are definitely tapping in. Be careful what you're tapping into. Make sure you protect your energy, protect your intentions. Make sure you let spirit and source know that you are only accepting, working with beings of light, and in your internal shadow. I know everybody else's shadows. Okay, everybody got to do their own shadow work. We be talking about that. You got to do your own shadow work. Okay. So spirit is also talking about some medicine that you may need right now is to go on a vision quest, seeking the truth. So why are we using divination? Because we want to seek the truth. If you're here, you're already tapping into that. The time of abandoning, ignoring, diminishing, and misunderstanding the power of the old ways. I feel like we gotta bring these out together because yes. And wisdom is coming to an end for you. On the physical plane, you feel a need to carry on in your set ways as a matter of survival. But this will soon create a state of emptiness, weakness, and fear. A rite of passage, like a vision quest, allows the body to respond to challenge and gives you the strength and vitality to deal with the changes. On a transpersonal level, you are seeking soul knowledge. You want to know who, what, and why you are, as well as the possibilities that lie before you. This knowledge, enriched by the wisdom of the collective unconscious, is the basis of your recognition of your physical or spiritual place on Grandmother Earth. A vision quest is a way of taking the first steps towards knowing your true place in nature. Quest what you seek, and you will return with healing and direction for yourself. Vision quests renew and revitalize the human spirit. Now you'll return with healing and direction for yourself, your loved ones, and for all of us. Vision quests renew and revitalize the human spirit. The participant, usually alone in nature, when you're going on a vision quest. Yes. So I'm going to put divination down for now so we know that we're talking about this. Vision quest. Oh my God. What is going on outside? What is going on? Vision quest renew. Oh my goodness. Vision quest renew and revitalize the human spirit. The participant, usually alone in nature, engages in fasting and prayer to enter a trance state. They may encounter spirit guides, ancestors, or healing visions. Being alone in nature for days at a time is a powerful rite, but it is important to understand the process and know your responsibilities. Before understanding a vision quest, examine your motives, take precautions, and be mindful of your physical safety. Become your authentic self. Get to know the truth of who you really are and what you are capable of. Don't measure yourself by the deeds and words of others. Your voice must be heard. Don't follow the crowd. You are entitled to your own preferences and opinions. Speak up. Become the quester for your vision. Where and how is your decision. Meet your guide with their protection. Heal your wounds and change direction. Alright guys, I'm about to have to cut this reading in half because there is some crap going on outside and I need to go mediate some shit. So I'll be back.